Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create dynamic table with combination of index and match function as well as drop down list, and as you can see I have some conditional formatting as well. So like in terms of the functions that we're going to use, it's actually nothing new. Like it's everything that we have covered and you can check out more details about index and match and data validation and formatting in all my playlist. But today I'm actually going to show you a combination of how to use it. So for example, assuming that this is the data table that we're going to use, we have different employees and we have their base salary, and we also have the market data for this job, but in different percentiles. So P50 percentile, the 50th percentile means that it's the market median point. P60 is the market 60th percentile, which is like a bit higher than the median. And P90 means that only 10% of the employees are paid higher than this number in the market, which is like, of course, usually much higher than the P50. So we are going to create a dynamic table where I have a drop down list of where I want to compare my base salary to, like which percentile I want to compare it to. And then I'm using index match function to match up the salary for the employees who can be in a different orders from your database. And I also have the market percentile, market benchmark data in a certain percentile. And then I want to compare my salary with the market percentile. So the cool thing about it is that the data table that you see here is actually going to change as we change the market percentile that we're going to use. So that's very handy because you can show your client instant change with this dynamic setup. And I am going to show you how to do that just in a second. Okay, so first let's set up this table with, let's say, this order of employees. And basically I do need to copy some of the headers, like the basic headers, to so that you can see how I'm setting it up. So basically here I want to create a drop down box of the percentile that I'm going to use. So this is where I select it and maybe highlight in yellow so it's easy to recognize. And then you go to data validation and list, and then the source data can be the title that you have somewhere, or it can be in some other list. And then when you OK it, it's going to show you the percentile and everything. And note that here I purposely made it the value equal to this dynamic drop down list, so that when I change this, this cell will change automatically as well. Okay, so now after we have done that, the next thing to do is to find out the salary for each employee. So well, you can actually do it with a VLOOKUP function, no problem, because this is actually just one set column. But let's say we have to do it in an index match function. This is how we're going to use it. So the array, we need to find the array which is just the base pay with no reference to the name and the title of base salary, maybe absolute it. And then now we need to find the row number, which is where we use a match function, and then we look for this employee name. And then we want to look up in this array, the employee array, and then again make it an absolute reference, and then make sure it's exact match by typing 0 close the bracket. And then we need to find the column. So the column, as you can see, is actually naturally one column to the like it's actually just one column that we are selecting for this array. So just typing 1 close the bracket, and this is actually the if you check for the name, this is actually the base pay that we have. And actually, let me just copy the format so it's in the exact format. And then now let's copy it down. And then, for example, for John Kennedy, you see like this is exactly the salary that we're looking for. So that's like index, like an easy index and match function. And now let's do the same thing for the market data. So again, use index, and then this time for the array, you actually need to choose those 4 columns because they can change from P50 to P90, right? And then make it absolute reference, and then match to find out the row reference. It will be matching to this column, which is again absolute reference, and then now we find the match for the column, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this is where we compare with this cell, and then we want to look up the array of this list. Go absolute reference, close it, and then with match function, close the index. And here we go. So now let's check if we change this to P75. For Nelson, P75 is exactly the amount that we have here. So again, let me copy the formula here. But one thing that I have to point out is that you need to make sure you are referring to the right cell as you copy the formula down. So for example, when you copy the formula down here, it doesn't really matter if you make the column reference absolute for here, although it's best practice if you do so, but then it's necessary that you make the row reference for the column to be absolute. So which means that it's always, like when you copy the formula down, it's always going to refer to the row 7 here. So yeah, let's now copy it down, and then let's see. Yeah, when you check for the formula, when you double click it, you see it's still referring to this cell and this cell. Yeah, okay, so now we have set up the salary and the market data with the index and match function. The next thing we need to do is actually just divide salary by the market data, and then you want a percent, right? So let's say that's a percent you want, and then when you copy it down, this is exactly the kind of data that you need. So one more thing, so you can see now when you change, the data is going to change automatically. So one more thing you can do is also add a conditional formatting to this percent, so you can make it more visual for people. So the way to do that is make it selected, and then say you want a color scale of that, or you can make any kind of color conditional format that you want. And then now you can, when you select from the drop down box, your color coding is going to change automatically. So this is how we can create a dynamic table with complex index and match function, as well as the drop-down list. And I hope that you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you like it. If you have any question, please leave me a comment, and I will talk to you very soon.